Well, what do we see in this little pink rectangle? It looks like there's a lot of connective tissue here. And quite frankly, if I told you this was a bladder, I could understand why you might not believe me. Sure, we have thick bands of smooth muscle like you see in the bladder, but we don't really see a mucosal surface. So you're just going to have to believe this was from the bladder. And the reason why this bladder was taken out is pretty obvious when you look throughout it. You will notice that within this thick, smooth muscle are these irregular nests of epithelial cells which look as malignant as all hell. And I want you to get a feel for that because look at these are bizarre large cells uh, causing deep infiltration into the muscle. This does not look as transitional as the previous case we saw, so this is a higher grade. If you want to assign the grade 1, 2, 3, or whatever to bladder, this would have to be on the higher end. In addition, this cells are infiltrating much, much deeper into the bladder wall and in more of a diffuse fashion than the previous one. So not only is it high grade, but it's higher stage. Here's a nest of cells. Here's a nest of infiltrating cells. Here is, here is, here is, here is, here is, here is. And if you don't believe me, it's even gone as far as perhaps the complete other end of the bladder. I suspect that this is the very deepest part of the bladder because here we see perivesicular fat, so I presume this is not the mucosal end. But notice how this tumor infiltrates. These are all tumor infiltrates here, not only between the smooth muscle, but even up to the fat. This is a high stage transitional cell carcinoma that has invaded completely through the bladder wall and into the surrounding fat. And just to show you, here's a nest of tumor cells. Here's a nest of tumor cells. Here's a nest. Here's a nest. Here's a nest. They don't look very transitional, so that makes them high grade. And they're going all the way through the wall of the bladder, so that makes them high stage. Thank you very much.